Hey guys, it's Laura from Cool Mom and Collected, and today I am sharing my 16-week to 20-week pregnancy update with baby number 4. As you can see, I am in a different location. I am away in the mountains with my family for Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful time too. It's very nice to be out of our tiny living quarters to enjoy a lot of space with a lot of family, and I thought it was the perfect time for a pregnancy update. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe and click the bell notifications so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. Current weight. I'm 5'7". I usually weigh around like 140, 145 when I'm like just not really taking care of myself, just kind of like letting myself be. I believe I started this pregnancy at 140 and I weighed myself today and I am 144. So I'm a little shocked that I only gained 4 pounds, almost being 20 weeks pregnant, but I do know that you definitely rack up the weight. And so that's just something that I'm expecting is gonna happen as time goes on. With my first baby, I gained 15 pounds. My second baby, I gained 20. My third baby, I gained 25. So as you can see, it's not weird to gain weight when you're pregnant. I'm just surprised I didn't gain more, being that with every pregnancy, I've kind of been gaining a little more weight each time. Have you told the kids yet? We have a 4.5-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, a 1-year-old, and now we're expecting baby number 4. I know this is a little weird, but we have not told our kids yet. I guess my kids just think I'm like getting chubby. I don't really know. We've had so much going on in our life, and like the time just never seemed as intentional as we wanted it to be. But a few weeks ago, my son was going to bed. He's 4.5. He was talking about his baby brother and he goes,
"Mama, when baby brother turns into a kid, I want to get another baby because I just love babies so much."
And I was like, okay. Man, that's pretty awesome that he doesn't even know what's happening and he's already like thinking, what's gonna happen when my baby brother turns into a kid? Like, I want another one. So I got you covered, boo-boo. It will be really nice though, I must say, when the kids do know. They're very active, so they've jumped on me before and maybe I'm like, oh, watch my belly, or I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, mommy's nauseous right now. And the other day my son was like,
"Mommy, do you have a lot of problems?"
and I'm like, oh, this kid's gonna think I'm so high maintenance because he doesn't know I'm pregnant. When I tell him, I'll be relieved to be like, that's why you couldn't jump on mommy's belly. That's why mommy was nauseous. That's why mommy had gas. Whoops. Finding out the gender and when. My husband and I are such planners. We love to kind of know what to expect. Instead of waiting so long, I don't know, we just like to find out, and we do it in a really sweet way. We basically go to our favorite cupcake shop and we bring them the secret envelope that has the gender. They then put either pink for a girl or blue for a boy filling, and then we bring it home. It's more like a muffin actually. It's like a big size. We both go like this and bite into it, and then we're able to see on each other's like faces what the icing is, and it usually just ends in this amazing like memory of each other being like with all of this like filling in their mouth, and it's our thing. Okay, every time that we've had a child added to our family, we just let them bite into the cupcake too. So it's like a huge family bite and it's just fun. That is, I think, when we are planning to tell our other kids that they have either a baby brother or a baby sister coming, and we'll be able to be specific with what the gender is. So we're really excited for that. How far along are you? So I am actually 19 weeks and 3 days pregnant today, but when this video goes out, I will be 20 weeks pregnant and baby is the size of a mango. That actually sounds really good. I am having my anatomy scan in less than 2 weeks, and I am so excited because one, I'll be able to see the baby, make sure that he or she is doing well, and then I'll get the secret envelope and be able to get that cupcake made so that we can bite into it and find out if it's a girl or boy. Have you felt baby move yet? And guys, yes. Oh my word, it's just the best thing in the world. I think it was 2 weeks ago, I was laying down in my bed and all of a sudden, like in my lower belly area, I started feeling like, I don't want to say kicks because it's more like gas bubbles like in your stomach. What I love about feeling the baby is I feel like I can finally start to form that relationship where, okay, baby's checking in every day. I feel a little bit more involved in the pregnancy. So it's so awesome to start to feel baby, and I can't wait to feel him or her get stronger and stronger. What fits you right now? I want to be that cute pregnant girl that's wearing those, you know, cute jeans and fancy maternity shirts and all these things, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm always in leggings. I'm always in sweats. I'm just in really comfortable clothes. I'm not in maternity. I actually don't really invest in maternity. maybe I should. I don't know. Do you guys invest in maternity when you're pregnant? Because we tiny live, like as soon as the baby's out, all those clothes are gonna be what? I don't know. I just try to make what I have work, and honestly, that usually looks like leggings and tunics all throughout my pregnancy. So it's worked for me pretty well so far. How are your teeth issues? I'm actually gonna link a video down below of me getting my tooth extracted because I am one less tooth since I talked to you guys. I also had a few cavities filled, and I talk about that whole experience because being pregnant, obviously it's not ideal to get dental work. But with the infections I had, it was really necessary. So I will link that video down below and you guys can watch it if you're interested. I'm also gonna be putting out a video about the root canal I had to have. And hopefully that provides some comfort for moms that might have to go through that same thing. What are your symptoms? If you watched my first pregnancy video update that I will link down below, in the second trimester, for some reason, I am such a night owl, more than usual. I stay up super crazy late. I usually don't feel nauseous as long as I make sure I eat. And really right now I'm just trying to take care of myself because when I am taking care of myself, I pretty much forget I'm pregnant. That's how good I feel. Every now and then I will get what I think is called, what is that? You know when you're like laying down and you'll shoot up real quick and then you get like this pain in your lower groin area? It's just a little bit painful. This was not fun, so I've been really trying to remember to take my prenatals. The other day I realized I forgot, so before I went to bed, I took all of my vitamins, and I thought I'll be fine because I just ate. I had chili. I'll be fine, I just ate, so I'm not taking these on an empty stomach. Well, let me tell you something. I'm never having chili again. I knew that I was gonna toss my cookies, ran to the toilet, which guys, puking in an RV toilet is just not ideal. Our RV doesn't smell, but you stick your head near the toilet and it's just not good. Yeah. I regret taking my vitamins that late. That will not happen again. I also meant to tell you guys about my acne. I know that that was a symptom that you saw in my last video was a little out of control. I was definitely getting hormonal cystic acne and it was popping up all over my face. Well, I'm proud to say it has calmed down a bit. This was the area that it was getting out of control. All of my cystic acne kind of calmed down and it's all flat, even though it is definitely scarred. I am very passionate about what I put on my body, into my body, especially while I'm pregnant. Maybe I'll do like a little skincare video to show you guys what products I did find, kind of credit that little skincare system to why my face looks so much cleaner than it did last video. So let me know if you guys would be interested. Guys, I'm just gonna have to blame this on pregnancy brain. I almost forgot to give you the best update about that UTI that I had. If you didn't see in my last pregnancy update, I took a urine culture at like 11 weeks and I found out that I had such a high amount of GBS protein in my urine that it was showing a UTI. And so my midwives were basically kind of pushing me to take antibiotics even though I was completely asymptomatic. And while I understand the importance of antibiotics, I also know that they can also cause a risk to the baby as well. And so I did my own research, saw what I thought was best for me, and I did a couple homeopathic things and had my urine retested, and voila, I came back completely UTI free. I am so thankful, and prayer was definitely a huge part of why I believe I am UTI free as well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know a lot of you were praying for me and hoping that that resolved, and it did. And so it just feels so good to not have had to take antibiotics unnecessarily and to have had my body heal itself the way it was designed to do. So that was the other update. Now I'm gonna answer a few questions that I got off of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. It's always more fun when you guys are involved, so I really appreciate you asking those questions. What's your birth plan since you're always traveling? So if you guys don't know, I actually had my third baby when I was also RV living, and we did an unmedicated hospital birth. I can link my birth story down below. Even though we live in an RV and we travel, we will be staying around our hospital up until the birth, wanting to make sure that we are near, you know, where we need to be when the baby is born. I have been considering lately doing a birth center instead of an unmedicated hospital birth. So I would really like to know your guys' thoughts down below if you have had a birth center birth or a unmedicated hospital birth. I've had great experiences giving birth unmedicated in the hospital. But I also know that times are changing, and I don't know that I'll know what to expect this time around in a hospital with everything being a little bit different. So I'm kind of strongly considering a birth center, and I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Differences you've had with this pregnancy compared to the last 3. I just feel like with every baby I have, it just goes faster and faster. I definitely showed quicker this time around. I guess just my hands are a little more full, so I'm just not able to like be in the moment as much, which is why I'm really happy I'm feeling the baby's kicking, because that's one way I can be reminded throughout my day that I'm growing a baby inside me. What month, weeks do you feel comfortable enough to stop co-sleeping if you do? I've heard people start allowing their baby to sleep on their own in a crib at 1 to 2 weeks of birth. Me, I'm comfortable at 3 months because that's the age I started rolling over. When we lived in a house with my first son, he actually started sleeping in his own room at 2 months. I was still nursing him at all times of the night whenever he wanted it on demand, but we did have him in his own room. And now that we live in an RV, we will be co-sleeping with our next child. By co-sleep, I mean we put like him in a bassinet next, like in our bed, because we just didn't have any room for as long as needed. My last child in the RV, he did it for about 9 months, and then he moved in with my other 2 children. When this baby is ready to move in with his siblings, his or her siblings, we will have a bed ready. It's kind of just more convenient feeding him or her in my bed. Did your first trimester symptoms fade away during second trimester? Energy levels? My first trimester symptoms did fade away during the second trimester, and that was like pure depletion, exhaustion, that faded away. Nausea nonstop, that faded away. So happy about that. And I believe this is the last question. Is pregnancy hard on you physically, or is it always a breeze? No, that sounds like a stupid question, but you just make it look so easy and beautiful. By baby number 4, for me, the crippling leg and back pain started at 8 weeks, I think. I'm pretty sure I was never glowing with that one. Well, props to you, mama. Everybody's pregnancy is different. Everybody's babies are different, and you are carrying a baby. No matter how hard or easy or whatever, you are a warrior mama. So that's for you. My mom had 4 children, and she pretty much had pretty good pregnancies, and truly that's how I feel mine are. Of course I do get symptoms, but they're never usually like a pain on a body part, and I really feel for mommies that deal with that. Usually I have a pretty comfortable pregnancy, although towards the end, obviously it gets, you know, a little harder to sleep, a little harder to be on my feet. I think during this stage, I'm still kind of in like the shining stage, you know what I mean? And then I think when the 3rd trimester comes, we'll have to revisit. It may look like it's easy on Instagram or social media or whatever, but obviously I have hard times too. We all have issues in pregnancy, and then some people do just have a little bit harder time than others. And if that's the case for you, like I said, don't go hard on yourself, because you are doing an amazing thing. You are growing a baby. That deserves another clap. The last thing that I'm gonna do is a bump shot. So let me do that for you now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so excited to have you come back to my channel, and I do hope that you subscribe so you can follow along for more weekly videos. If any of you are currently expecting, let me know in the comments down below. How far along are you? Do you know what you're having? And what are some of your symptoms? Let me know. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.